All right, fam. Listen. A mind that is built on escapism. Now, follow me with this process. Follow me. Follow this through. I hope you guys are paying attention. Listen with a serious mind. A mind that's built on escapism. It's created an entire life around the avoidance of its problems, right? It's always looking to not see itself. It's always looking to run away. It's always looking to escape, right? The reality of its situation. Now, it's a mind that's not looking to solve any problems. It's a mind that runs away from its problems. What is happening to escape? It thinks it runs away from its problems, but in actuality, it creates more problems. Because at this point, it will start to suffer more through the problems it creates in its own mind. It suffers more from imagination. It suffers more from fantasy. It suffers more from comparison, envy, jealousy, right? Because one does not have an accurate outlook on itself or on life, right? Because it's always looking to escape, it prioritizes the best escape, right? So if you're prioritizing the best escape, it's like, okay, I'm not paying attention to the details. I'm not interested in the details. I just want to run. I just want to escape. I just want to be dull, right? For whatever reason. And there's many reasons why one wants to be dull. Why one wants to run away. So now this mind has built the habit of not seeing itself. Hope you guys following me. It's a mind that has built the habit of not seeing itself. So now it lives life suffering from its imaginations and fantasies, right? First of all, it puts itself in a position that feels almost impossible to get out of. So there's more confusion, right? Because there's problems in the mind I don't understand. There's problems in here. There's anxieties, there's fears, there's worries. I feel lost. I feel confused. I don't understand. It feels like something is always missing. I feel empty. So I escape from it. I create an entire life. I'm looking for something, for some sort of fulfillment, right? I'm looking to get fulfilled, stimulated in some way. Now, during that process, what's happening to the mind is all these stories you tell yourself, right? About other people, how other people are ahead of you, how other people are better than you. You start comparing yourself to people. You start to compare yourself to others, right? Again, you don't even have an accurate outlook on yourself. You don't have an accurate outlook on life. You're lost, confused. Again, we're talking about the process of a mind has built an entire life around the avoidance of its problems. It's confused. So then you start comparing yourself to others. It wants to compare. Everyone else is doing better than me. Their body's better than mine. They make more money. They look more happy. They look more joyful. They live with passion. You start hating on others. Start hating. Like, hating on someone else's life or way of doing things. And rightfully so, right? Think about it. You know yourself. You secretly know the moves you're making behind the scenes for the most part, right? You secretly know. You know. Hey, I know the moves I'm making behind the scenes. I know I'm not making the decisions I know I need to make. I know my priorities are in certain places that's getting me the results I don't want. Right? I prioritize this, but then I don't like the end result of that. So because you secretly know yourself, now you look on social media, you look at people walking by, you look at, just life itself. You start feeling envious and jealous, and you're like, oh, forget these people. You start hating on others, right? Rightfully so. Think about it. Think about a mind. A hater, like I remember I posted this I posted this this picture. It was a screenshot of a text message my mom sent me, right? She asked me a question. She goes, hey, what is your thought? What do you do with haters? And I gave my mom the advice. I said, Mom, you will never find a hater doing better than you. You will never find a hater. You'll never see someone doing better than you. You will never find that, because a hater, what? Why would someone hate on someone else? Think about it. I'm not where I want to be in life. Psychologically, I don't understand. I'm not making the moves I know I need to make. I've built an entire life on escapism. I'm sitting around waiting for something to happen. I don't have an accurate outlook on life. I feel like there's something missing. Now you're going to hate on somebody else. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. If we have clarity and understanding on what's going on, you will see a hater and you'll be like, oh, this makes sense. I get it. Or you see someone who's jealous and envious. It makes sense why you would be jealous and envious of someone else. It makes sense. It makes sense. Am I saying do it? Am I saying that's the right way? I'm not saying any of that. I am only saying, oh, that makes sense. Right? Because in one's mind, who feels like there's someone who created the story in their own mind, that there is no shot, there is no chance. Someone who told themselves that, this is forever, right? Because you've convinced yourself this is forever. This misery, this struggle, it feels like it's forever. When am I going to get out? What am I going to do? I don't understand what's going on. It feels like, oh, this is here, right? This is stuck in the mind. It makes sense why you would say, okay, looking at other people, you know what? Oh, they get to do this on them. Oh, they do that. Oh, you're envious, jealous. You start to compare, right? It makes sense. It makes sense. So there's a lot of truth when you compare to somebody. There's a lot of truth that you need to see within yourself. If you are jealous, if you are envious, if you compare, there's a lot of truth. There's truth in that. If you're hating on somebody secretly, you're unfollowing people on Instagram because of your jealousy. Oh, I don't want to see them because they make me feel bad. They're living a life I wish I lived, so let me take away the negativity. It's like, okay. Talking shit behind the scenes about people. And most people aren't your family, your friends. You're talking shit about them. Look at them. They look like they're lost people. They're lost. Look at them. They're right? Always judging. Because there's a lot of things in your mind that you haven't addressed and you don't understand. Because a clear mind never judges. A clear mind never compares. A mind that is aware and clear is locked in on the problems in the mind, right? On the problems of the world. It has empathy. So it looks to provide value and it looks to solve problems. One who built an entire life around the avoidance of problems, one who's looking to run away from problems, creates his own problems psychologically. That means people suffer more in imagination and through fantasy, right? And what I mean by fantasy is the stories that it created about life in itself. That's why you compare. That's why you judge. That's why you hate. That's why you get jealous. Because all these stories in your mind, other people are doing better than me, or oh, it's other people's fault. If my parents raised me right, if this environment didn't, it's like everybody's focused on I don't want to say everybody. Most people are focused on the best escape and not the actual solution to the problem. Because the solution would say this, okay, I'm lost, confused, I don't understand. I'm comparing myself to everybody. I'm jealous of others. I'm envious of others. I'm hating on others. Awareness of the moves you've been making brings clarity. Knowing that you don't know, there is clarity in that. There is clarity in knowing that you do not know. Right? Meaning, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand. There is clarity in knowing the moves that you're making, who you actually are. Not running away from it, not trying to hide from it, but actually saying it. Yo, I do hate on other people. I'm a hater. And understanding why it ends instantly. Understanding why you compare. Understanding why there's jealousy. Understanding why you're envy. Understanding that you are and have built an entire life around the avoidance of your problems. Understanding this, there is clarity. There's instant transformation when you see it as a fact. Most people don't want to see themselves for who they actually are. They see themselves on what they wish it was, what they hope to be. They don't want to see the truth. They label the truth negative. They label the truth about themselves negative. They see the truth about themselves and get discouraged. People get discouraged when they see themselves. Pay attention, fam. Pay attention. Pay attention to what I'm saying. People see themselves for who they actually are and they get discouraged by the facts. Instead of looking at it and say, wow, if you can just be honest with yourself, if you can see the facts of who you actually are and how you live your life and the root cause behind every move you make and the fact that you are escaping your problems, the fact that you are jealous, envious, you are a hater, all these things. If you can see that in some way, if you can see that, right? If you can be honest with yourself, you have started the process, right? And you don't alter what you see. There is all the information you need. All the information you need is there. The solution becomes clear when you are aware of the moves you've been making. The solution becomes clear when you are completely honest with the person you see in the mirror every single day. The solution is clear. You're like, oh shit, I'm not lying to myself. I'm not trying to convince myself. I see myself for what I actually am and what I'm really doing. The solution becomes clear, right? You start making adjustments. You start adapting. You start making changes. You start repositioning your life. You start seeing the world from a totally different perspective. You cut all the escape routes. You stop trying to run away. You stop trying to lie to yourself. You start celebrating others, right? You see one's success, you start celebrating them. Yo, congrats, yo. Congratulations for that. Not in a fake way. Congrats. Wow, one day I'm going to do it too. No. Yo, congrats. Because it takes hard work, dedication, or whatever it took to get to that end result. Yo, congrats. Oh, wow, there was transformation. This person has changed and they've changed their body because they've worked out so hard and they put in the work. They put in the hours. Yo, congratulations. You'll get inspired by that. Yo, wow, you reached that goal and that income goal and you've done all these things in your business. Yo, congratulations. Congratulations. Congrats. Because I know it's hard work to get there. Yo, congrats. All the sacrifices, right? All the adjustments that had to be made to get to that point. Yo, congratulations. Right? Because when you are aware and clear, you recognize, okay, there's no need to bring down others. There's no need to hate on someone else because that's only hurting you. That's only hurting you. It's not hurting somebody else. It's hurting you. When you're scrolling and you're hating on everybody else, you're like, oh, look at this person. Look at that person. Oh my gosh, look at this. I don't want to see that as negativity. It's like, no, this is bringing awareness to the moves that you're making. This is bringing awareness to the facts about your situation. This is bringing awareness to how you live your life. And if you ain't making adjustments, if you ain't solving the problems or understanding the problems in the mind, if you ain't addressing the root cause, If you built an entire life around the avoidance of your problems, you are going to suffer more in imagination and in fantasy, right? You're going to suffer through fantasy. You're going to suffer through stories. You're going to suffer through the stories you've created in your mind about others, about yourself, about the world. You guys getting this? You guys getting this morning, fam? Give me some fire emojis. Let me see who's on here. Who's on here? Give me some fire emojis if you're feeling this morning. You guys feeling this morning? Is this making sense to you guys? If we aren't fully happy with what we see in the mirror, we have to observe and make changes. See what is, and then we can adjust what we need to become what we want to see. Just fire. Is it recorded? Yes, this is recorded. It always goes to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is on my highlights. Look at my Instagram page. You see my highlights. It says YouTube on my page. And that's my channel. This will always go up on there. This is something to think about, fam. This is something to understand. Now, if this doesn't apply to you, okay, fine. But you can have empathy on other people when you see, wow, okay, I understand why people are like this with me. I understand why people are talking shit behind the scenes. I understand why people are jealous, or I understand why someone would unfollow me on Instagram, or I understand why, they would do things to try to hold me down. Like, you got to understand these things, because when you understand that, you have empathy for it. You're like, oh, I get it. That person's struggling. That person's lost and confused. That person is suffering more from imagination through fantasies, created stories about itself. It created stories about life. And it's living in those stories, right? It's look, through the best escape of your problems, right? Through the process of your escape, right? It's like the brain is like, yo, we need to solve something. We need to solve something. Like, we need to like address something. The brain is looking to always solve a problem. And if there is no problem that you are diving into intensely, then you create it through fucking fantasy. You create it through imagination. Look at all these people. Look at all this. You know what? We need to do this. We need to do that. Let's fight for this. This is what we need to do. Right? It's like your brain starts like creating enemies. You're creating enemies. You create enemies with people you don't even know. You create enemies because of words. People said words about you. You're like, oh, no way. That offended me. I'm offended. It's like, of course you're offended. You got nothing going on. Psychologically, you're offended by words, by what people say. It's like, what? Offended by words? Offended by people? Offended by, like, when you are clear and aware, your mindset is I don't want to say bulletproof, but your mindset is so empathetic. You're like, I get it. The words of others are dust. It becomes dust, right? Someone can say something and it's all just dust. It's like, oh, I get it. It's coming from someone who's just trying to express themselves. Someone who's just like, they're speaking to you, right? They're speaking through, they're trying to communicate like, yo, I'm losing. And you seem like you're winning, so I'm going to fucking try to bring you down so you can feel what I feel. This is the reality for most people, right? So have empathy. And what I mean by empathy, not sympathy. Oh, it's okay. Oh, let's see. No. Empathy. I understand. I get it. Never take it personal. Like, I get it, right? I get why you would lie. I get why you would say those things. I get why you're trying to bring me down. I get it. All you could do is make adjustments and adapt. It's about how you respond to those things, right? It's about how you respond to that. With empathy, you get it. You keep moving forward. You keep moving because there's nothing that can stop you, right? Because you're like, I get it. I get it. You just keep doing you with the intentions that you have, right? With the intentions. You move with intention. Yo, I'm moving with this intention. I'm doing what's best for me physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. In all areas of my life, I'm doing what's best for the body and mind. And because of that, you see other people who are not doing what's best for the body and mind. And they're looking to like, oh man, they're looking to, always hate and bring shit down because, of course, they're looking for the greatest escape to the problems in the mind. And then they see you, right? They see someone who is focused. They see someone who is aware. They see someone who is always making moves. Now, since if I'm looking for the best escape and I see someone who brings awareness to the reality of my situation, I'm going to disagree with that. Think about it. Think about it. I'm looking for the best escape to my problems. And the second that I see something, right? I see something, boom, that brings me back to reality. That brings me back to the reality of my situation. That brings awareness to the moves I've been making. I'm going to disagree with that. No. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that because I've been building this entire life around the avoidance of my problems. And now when you see certain people that bring awareness to the truth becomes your enemy. Think about what I'm saying here, fam. For most people, the truth, the reality of their situation becomes their enemy. So that means the facts, right, causes disruption in fantasy, disruption in escape routes. The truth is disturbing, right? Look at this. The truth is disturbing. The truth is disturbing. I see the reality of my situation. I see that I'm not. Your moves, your way of being, your body, your mentality has brought awareness to the moves I've been making up to this point. Now, if I don't prioritize the truth, then I'm going to get offended. I'm going to hate. It's going to cause disruption in my greatest escapes. I'm trying to escape. Now look at this person bringing awareness to the facts about my life. Not because of the words, but by the moves and how they're living. It's bringing awareness to how I've been living. Not because, look at what they're saying. They're telling me the facts about my life. No. Their moves alone, you see it through your eyes because you know yourself. You know yourself for who you actually are and the moves you're making. You know the moves you're making behind the scenes. So when you see somebody, he's like, fuck this person who's bringing awareness to the truth of my situation. Again, family, there is truth. If you're hating on somebody, remember this. If you're hating, if you're jealous, if you're envious on somebody, there is truth in that. There is truth in that. I'm not telling you, don't hate. I'm not telling you, yo, don't be jealous. I'm not telling you these things. What I'm telling you is look to understand it. If that's who you are, you're comparing and you're envious and you're jealous and you're like, you're looking at people, judging them in a certain way. There is truth in that. Look to understand it. Look to understand there's something within you need to address. And the more you look to run away, the more you look to escape, the more this will continue. You guys getting this? You guys feeling this? Are you guys on here? Give me some hearts. Give me some heart emojis if you guys getting this. You guys feeling this? You guys understanding this? Is this making any sense at all? I want some all love on here. Is this making any sense, family? Is this making any sense? I ask in a real way, like, yo, hello, is this making sense? Because if you understand what we just went through, you will see things from a totally different perspective. There is fucking clarity in that. Oh, man. Cool. Yo, family, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Listen up. The recordings will go on my YouTube channel. Go check out my YouTube channel. Again, you go on my Instagram page. You will see on my highlights. You will see it. It's in gold. You will see YouTube. Go click that. Watch the replay. I will post this up in about a few hours. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment below. And I will catch you guys tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I love you guys. Have a phenomenal day. Take care, y'all. Peace.